My Chemical Romance is back for a 2025 stadium tour. No, I'm not joking. And people are freaking out about it. My TikTok has been full of conspiracy theories and people generally going, oh my gosh, they're releasing another album. When in reality, they just announced that they're going on a 2025 stadium tour next year. Now, that doesn't mean people aren't excited about it, but after they played the When We Were Young Fest, people thought that they were teasing a new album, but, as more likely as it was just a stadium tour. Now, I'm not going to say just like it was a negative thing and oh darn, it's just a stadium tour because people are nuts. But this is leading to a very exciting thing that I'm going to be sitting back and eating my popcorn and waiting on, is the fact that people are going to have to go duke it out on Ticketmaster. Now, I've been seeing on TikTok a lot of people comparing this My Chemical Romance to Taylor Swift's Eras Tour with how absolutely nuts the ticket competition, or just how hard it's going to be to get a ticket at a reasonable price, is going to be. Because as we know, a lot of those Ticketmaster tickets are going to get bought and then immediately relisted for ridiculous prices. I mean, didn't we have people bragging about for the Eras Tour paying up to 10 grand for a resold ticket? I mean, this is going to be nuts. Now, according to some TikTok users, like this one on my phone, her username is Valerie's Voice. She says that with a contact through Ticketmaster, there's going to be dynamic pricing on the tickets, but the general price range is going to be $70 to $90 for the cheapest ticket, and then it's just going to go up from there. So generally, that is pretty cheap for a stadium show. Well, I mean, that's probably going to be tickets to see it in the nosebleeds, but still, I remember looking at Suicide Boys tickets, and a nosebleed ticket right off of secondary market was $180. Now, according to some TikTok users, like this one on my phone, her username is Valerie's Voice. She says that with a contact through Ticketmaster, there's going to be dynamic pricing on the tickets, but the general price range is going to be $70 to $90 for the cheapest ticket, and then it's just going to go up from there. So generally, that is pretty cheap for a stadium show. Well, I mean, that's probably going to be tickets to see it in the nosebleeds, but still. Now, I was never a My Chemical Romance girly. I'm just going to put it out there. So I'm not as extremely as excited for this as a lot of people are, but it's still a really big thing. This comes after they did their When We Were Young performance when they were playing the entire Black Parade album, and now they're doing a stadium tour where they're only playing the Black Parade album. Like, that's all they'll play at the concerts, and people are going absolutely cuckoo nutso batso for it. They ended up posting on their Instagram along with a very confusing, probably lore derivative of My Chemical Romance video that I don't get, saying, tickets on sale Friday, November 15th, 2024, 10 a.m. local time, links in bio. It has been 17 years since the Black Parade was sent to the moat. In that time, a great dictator has risen to power, bringing about the concrete age, a glorious time of stability and abundance. In the history of Drog. What? His grand immortal dictator wishes to celebrate our rich and storied culture, fine foods, and musical entertainment by welcoming you to these great demonstrations of power and resolve, and lending voice and song for the first time in 6,246 days. Wow. Their work privilege, ceremoniously reinstated, will be his grand immortal dictator's national band, the Black Parade. Long live Drog. So definitely this is lore derivative. I have no idea what's going on. They have very Hugo Boss clothing styles going on here. If you know, you know. And a Russian theme. I think this is acrylic. It might not be acrylic. It might just be like reversed words. Not words, letters. But I think they're using acrylic and then a pretty generalized communist Russia dictatorship style. Somebody's in the comments gonna go, oh my god, you don't know the lore of My Chemical Romance. What the Oh well. Now, one of my favorite things to do is to go through the comments of these posts, especially with bands that I'm not too familiar with and bands that have absolutely nuts, super deep dive fans, to see what they're commenting, because then I get little insights like this, because I wouldn't know this, but now you'll know it too. We have a user commenting, if you were around in 2006, you will know that My Chemical Romance performed as The Black Parade before they released the album. This was on the tickets and merchandise at the time, and this was so that people who bought the tickets either didn't know that they were buying tickets to see My Chemical Romance, or the OG fans who were in on it, all the hints, and on the mailing list got to purchase tickets first. Basically, this post does not mean that they are performing the Black Parade album, it means that they are performing new content as the band The Black Parade. With an additional comment from somebody else saying, you guys are absolutely wrong on this. This is new music. The Black Parade is the name of the band in the lore. The first album is self-titled. This is not going to be a tour of the self-titled, it's going to be a tour of Long Live, the new album. If I'm wrong, I will get a tattoo of whatever the first reply to this comment is. It's pretty confident from these people, and obviously they know more than I do because they've been around since 2006. I was wandering around in diapers at that point. Was I? I mean, along with this, you have hundreds of comments of people saying, thank you for turning the comments on, trying to remain calm, and just one more song, please, please, just one more song. But getting the gist is, a lot of people are saying in the comments that they don't think this is going to be a tour where they only play the Black Parade. But what I'm getting is, I'm getting some sources saying that they're only going to be playing the Black Parade like they did at When We Were Young Festival, and then other people saying that they're actually releasing new music and they're just doing what they've done in previous years, and Long Live is going to be the name of the new album, which I think quite a few people would get hernias over if they released new music. Now, as of 20 minutes ago, as I started recording this, they also posted a new photo, and the caption only says, good boy, with the picture of a dog. I think it's a Doberman. Now you have a lot of people in the comments going, what does this mean? But still has the quotations around it in the caption, so I'm thinking maybe this is a potential song title? Maybe this is just them pulling our chain? Maybe I'm gonna be a conspiracy theorist? Maybe I need to go make a tinfoil hat. I can go do that. Don't really want to, tinfoil is expensive. But regardless of it all, I think the emo fashion's going to come back, along with this resurgence of My Chemical Romance. The horrible fringe bangs are going to come back, and the super poofy box-dyed black hair. We're gonna get those crisscrossed checker belts, and yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting time. From what I can tell looking at the Ticketmaster website, all you can do right now is set a reminder for when the general on sale goes up for everyone. Like 10 a.m. PST, everybody gung-ho tries to buy the tickets, which is going to be nuts. The only thing that they have on the Ticketmaster website right now is reminders, which means there's no pre-sale, there's no like that staging thing that lets certain people like sign up with their email and then get in the queue first. This is all like, this is the original Black Friday, everybody surging into Walmart and throwing punches with their shopping carts. That is the chaos that this is going to instill. It looks like the concerts are going to be happening from Washington all the way down to Tampa, Florida. They're even going to be poking up to Toronto at one point, but they're going to be going from Seattle and ending up on the East Coast in Tampa. This tour is going to be produced by Live Nation, and it's a 10-city stadium tour kicking off on July 11th in 2025. Pretty interesting, additionally, is that they're going to have totally different supporting acts for every show, and it's ranging from Evanescence to Death Cab for Cutie to Devo to Alice Cooper to Garbage to even 100 Gex. Like, I think, isn't that the guy that dressed up in a wizard costume and like got booed off stage at one point? I don't know, I'll put in a clip if I'm correct. If not, you won't see this. The last time we saw My Chemical Romance was in 2022 when they reunited for a world tour that was actually supposed to happen in 2020, but it got canceled because of COVID, and, you know, the whole subsequent pandemic. And then the band released one new single, Foundations of Decay, in 2022 to go along with the fact that they were going on stage and doing a tour, which they're doing a tour now, which means it might not be too much of a stretch to say that they're going to be releasing some new music. But what do I know? Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comments if you are excited for the return of My Chemical Romance, and if you are, maybe subscribe, and we'll talk about the absolute carnage that comes on Friday when all of these tickets go on sale. See you next time. Bye!